So, Jake, you're obviously the guy that's known on our page, the Orlando Golf Network, for the guy that hits it a very long way. A lot of people talk about it. I've actually physically seen it. What got you interested in competing in your long drive events?
Growing up, just playing junior golf growing up, I was always one of the longer hitters, but I was a lot skinnier. Once I started kind of getting in the gym, getting a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, those distance gains just kind of kept on coming. Having longer arms, having a little bit taller build definitely helps, but being in the gym's a great little asset to help that, basically. I had a friend that did long drive for a little while. Kind of growing up, he was a few years older than me, but always kind of followed in his footsteps. Always wanted to try to outdrive him, even though he's hitting it 360 on the fly, stuff like that, when I'm like 17 years old and weigh 155 pounds. But seeing that motivated me to really want to try to chase it a little bit more, and then actually wound up borrowing his long drive driver and going to an amateur long drive event, I think early 2020 or late 2019. Shout out to John Duvall. Nice. And I actually wound up winning my first event. It's a very different kind of technique, so I'm kind of in the middle of being a long driver that plays golf or a golfer that does long drive. Kind of need to pick one, but for now, that's just kind of how I got there, and kind of trying to find the balance between the two at the moment.
Yeah, John does a very good job at running those amateur long drive contests.
Oh, he's the best.
Yeah. So you had mentioned that you had played a little bit earlier. Were you always a long hitter? I mean, was a lot of that based on your talent? How much do you attribute to what you do here, your workout regimen? How much does that attribute to how far you hit it?
I think it's a lot. I think anyone that thinks distance isn't a skill isn't putting in the work to get the distance. The whole Matthew Fitzpatrick and Bryson debate there. If Matthew Fitzpatrick says he can get in the gym and gain 40 yards and 40 pounds, then he should do it. It's helpful. But what really got me into the fitness side was I actually got hurt. There's a torn labrum in my hip. Kind of started feeling the effects of it senior year. After playing basketball with friends or after walking 9 holes, really having trouble walking, kind of carrying my left leg like dead weight. So I really wanted to avoid surgery. That was my main focus, and that's what got me in the gym. Trying to get stronger, like I mentioned, being a skinnier kid growing up, just trying to get bigger, stronger, so I wouldn't have to worry about maximizing every little ounce of power that I could get. I could actually swing my 80% and still hit it 100% as far as I used to. So I think that is one of the key things people don't realize about distance. The higher your high end is, the better your 80% will be. So on course, you're very rarely going to swing max out. So your max out being 130, 135 miles an hour is a great asset when you're swinging it very comfortably at 125. So that's kind of what got me into it. It was actually an injury that got me into fitness and wanting to help people and train people to avoid what I had to go through.
Nice. And you're a Tiger fan like I am.
Absolutely.
I think we have talked about that a lot in the past. What are some of the players besides Bryson that you like what they're doing out on the tour with their fitness and their length?
Just Bryson's kind of the one everyone thinks of, but Rory is kind of an animal in the gym. He might be the smartest about it. Brooks, obviously, is another great one. Tiger might have gone a little extreme doing all the Navy SEAL tactical drills, stuff like that. In the gym, we want to do stuff that helps us for golf, if golf is our goal. I don't know that Navy SEAL training necessarily helped Tiger, but I'm sure a lot of people have seen the documentary. It seemed more like a coping thing than a actuation of actual potential and skill there. So, but yeah, Rory, Brooks, kind of early career Tiger, early 2000s was the most revolutionary. He kind of brought fitness to golf. He transcended what fitness actually could be for the game. There's not a lot of John Daly looking guys out on tour anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a lot of fit young people that are might be a little bit skinnier, but they're all super strong for their weight.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
And finally, guys, one of our members asked, what are some common stretches that you do before playing around or going to the range that help you with your golf swing, or just basically getting loose before a round?
So generally what I like to do, if this were a golf club, I'll do some shoulder pass-throughs. So start nice and wide, keep the arms straight coming up over the head all the way, touch the low back, back up and through, just like this. Stretch out the chest a little bit, get the shoulders nice and loosened up before you start swinging the club all around. Leg swings, great to open up the hips. So forward and back, so about as high as you can go, like that. And then we'll also go side to side. You can use your golf bag or something more sturdy than this little stick to balance on, but side to side as well. Try to go toe up to toe up. Get the hip into external rotation as you come back, and then internal as you go through. And then I'll also do some hamstring work. So just kind of before a round, set one foot just in front of the other like this, toe up on this foot. This leg is going to stay straight, hips are going to go back, this leg bends. So it'll come down and right back up. If you've played basketball or organized team sports, this is usually a big part of any warm-up. So down, through, you can even step as you do it. So alternate feet, just like that. Just get a little bit loosened up. You're going to be down in like a squatted position a lot, so important to have those hamstrings nice and loosened up. But this would be a great question for Chris Miller as well, physical therapist, stretcher extraordinaire.
Yes, so in one of our earlier podcast episodes, we actually did a close to 15, 20 minutes, I believe, on ways to stretch and warm up if you have back problems, if you have tennis elbow or golfer's elbow, or how to get ready for a round if you have various problems or pain points. And really the key, kind of like what Jake was talking about, is just preparing your body for the movement that you're about to ask it to do 40, 50, 60 times, whatever it may be, depending on hitting balls. So you got to get your body used to the fact that you're going to start rotating rapidly. You got to get your forearms used to the fact that you're going to start smashing into the ground and various, just like, you know, basketball practice. You don't just hop out there and start going after it. You get layup lines, you get shooting drills, whatever. So just get your body ready for what it's about to do. And actually, on that topic, if you like what we're both saying about warming up, getting your body ready for golf to hit it longer, we actually have a new announcement that we're partnering on a new program that we're going to announce a little bit more in the coming weeks, where we're going to combine our skills on working on your flexibility, your strength, and then probably power.
Leading into power, just keep making sure you're healthy before you get out on the golf course, making sure you're in the best shape you can possibly be to play your best.
So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, if you want to learn more about it, please comment on the video, comment in the Facebook group, say me if you want to learn more. And we'll contact you about kind of what we're planning. And stay tuned to the group. We'll have more information coming out in the next couple weeks about how you can get involved.